All right, so I've had these experiences. It was necessary for God to reveal Himself uh, to Himself. It was necessary for me to have these experiences so I could know for a fact, me, personally, I could know for a fact God existed. It was necessary for me to experience that and for me to see it because I am, just a string of his hair, but from his heart, or however you would. There's many different ways to say it, right? I'm his last manifestation life on this planet. I mean, the shit you guys have done for fucking thousands of years, listening to these people, leading everyone straight to hell, is just. That's the last time. Anyways, but I'm a pretty cool dude. You know, I like to, you know, anyone that knew me closely, like as a friend or like hung out with me, if you talk to them personally, they'd tell you be like, hey, this guy was this guy. We had a lot of fun together, or whatever they say to me. I'm telling you, there's a lot of people. These people, if you're able to talk to these people, if people start talking to me, and there's some reasons why. I mean, I waited. This period right now today. This period marks the day that I don't I don't care about being acknowledged anymore from all the people that knew me. When people don't talk anymore, there's a lot of reasons why people in society they just word of mouth doesn't spread. Now it's all about sporting events or things to distract you or what's funny or new content, new shows on Netflix or whatever keep you entertained to distract you from what's going on in the world. And then the other aspect of why no one's acknowledged me, a lot of people know me. I went to three different high schools just in school, and then I was in the military, and I lived in South Carolina for 6 years, and I lived in New York for 6 months, I lived in Georgia for 6 years. I lived in Vermont for 3 years. I was in Maine for the my growing up, and then for another, let's see, I was in Maine after I got out of the military for another 8 years. I was in Maine. Now I'm in China. I've traveled the place. A lot of people have met me. A lot of people have seen me, talked to me personally, had fun with me. I like having fun with people. Enjoy this lifetime. I've always felt that way. But people have known me personally, but when it gets down to the 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 original sin of mankind, and we're talking about what happened. I mean, if you guys think things started with Adam and Eve, no, the world headed down this path after the society in Egypt that built those pyramids was conquered. I mean, the Pyramid of Egypt, so I put in a description earlier that if I say me, I'm talking about God. I'm speaking for God. It's a lifetime of His. So what I'm about to say now, next, I'm talking for God because it wasn't me. But that pyramid, that three roof granite room, and the entire room made out of granite, and a passageway, talking about the Pyramid of Giza, built so you could walk up to that room, and then that tunnel that leads to look out to Orion's belt, so he could meditate in that room made out of granite with three roofs also made out of granite to prevent any type of collapse or mistake in the area above that in the pyramid collapsing and killing him. That roof was made for me. That roof was made for God in the flesh at that time. So we can meditate in that room. So, around the planet, circling the sun, everyone's asleep at different hours around the planet, and he was alive during that period. And that pyramid was built for him for deep meditation. So everyone on the earth, no matter where they were sleeping at the time, and their time zone they were in, if he was in that room meditating in that environment, they could have a true experience of heaven and everything out there. It's built for him. You guys fucking this cult, after they destroyed society, after they killed him, and they conquered the pharaohs of Egypt, they started calling themselves the Pharisees, and then the story of Moses in the fucking desert for 40 years, find the promised land, get to Jerusalem. Then they were the Pharisees in Jerusalem. Jesus Christ argued with them. Then they relocated to fucking Rome around that time, conquered the whole Roman Empire. They still exist today, So you're at a crossroads now in society. During my lifetime and just within a few short generations after my death, either everyone on this planet other than outside of the Orient, which includes India as well, Japan, North Korea, South Korea, Vietnam, it's all the Orient, right? Talking about close to 3 billion people, right? Including in just India and China combined is close to 2.5 billion. Outside of the Orient, the entire world's gonna plummet. If you don't acknowledge me and recognize me, because jealousy and envy, very close, but jealousy is the original sin. Jealousy. 8,000, 10,000 years, or wherever they finished it, once they identified him, once they identified me, the pyramids were built for this one man to meditate in. That's all they needed to know. Kill him. Millions of people celebrated building those pyramids when they, built by slaves. Moses was a piece of shit. God. Allowed just he's gonna live down here multiple lifetimes throughout thousands of years. Just allow everyone to kill each other for fucking millennias. Write the new book of the Bible of 2000. Yeah, rename the timeline before Christ, BC, and after his death, AD. Do whatever you want. Ugh. United States of America now, all different nations combined, and you're gonna fucking use them as a tool to eventually make it over to the Orient? Well, if you do that, you're fucked. Maybe not immediately, but in the next 100 years, world's gonna plummet straight to a dog eat dog world, straight to slumdog millionaire nation. Europe, United States, everywhere outside of the Orient. So maybe that's what you want. I don't know, but I do know some things. Don't be jealous of me. I'm just another man. You could be as well.